for joining me and sharing your perspective on the West Asia war. The TCS Nashik case now continues to intensify with major legal and investigative developments unfolding. Two key accused have now been sent to 14 days of judicial custody as the police probe multiple complaints of sexual harassment and misconduct within the company's BPO unit. At the same time, a sessions court has denied interim protection for arrest to Nida Khan. Investigators say that the case has widened significantly with multiple FIRs, at least 9 complaints and several arrests, pointing to what may be a pattern of abuse spanning years. On the corporate side, the TCS has stepped up its response, suspending implicated employees and appointing independent auditors and a law firm to assist with an internal probe, while reiterating a zero-tolerance stance on harassment. Meanwhile, disturbing victim testimonies and allegations of religious coercion and targeting vulnerable employees have raised serious questions about workplace safety and oversight. The investigation is ongoing, and with courts, police and the corporate mechanisms all now involved, this case is shaping into one of the most serious workplace misconduct probes in recent times in the country. Brinda Adige on the telecast with me. Brinda, in terms of the developments, we are understanding that Nida Khan continues to abscond. The police have not been able to catch her, arrest her. But in a larger scenario, what do you think has happened and why has it been systematically happening as per the reports that are coming in, as per eyewitness accounts, as per the victim anecdotes that they have shared? This has been going on for years together, not just sexual harassment, abuse, but also religious coercion, also forced conversion to Islam. Why do you think this has happened in a BPO in some part of the country?
See, at the outset, we know that it is not just this one junior person. If she has not had the support and the blessings of others, seniors, or people who are above her or who she reports to, I don't think this could have carried on for such a long time. But the greater, scarier part of it is a lot of other people knew about it. A lot of other people were party to something like this. They may not have harassed directly, but they at least saw all of these things happening and they kept quiet. So it seems that there was almost a culture of something like this. Sexual harassment, forcing them to convert, forcing them to wear clothing or not wear certain things. And all of that does not amount only to sexual harassment, but they are also criminal actions. And for years together, goes to show that the management was either turning a blind eye or was wallowing in its ignorance. Now, both are criminal, unacceptable. For these women to have come out to make a complaint at the police station, what all these women would have gone through. They would have had to suffer in their homes also because they can't talk about in their homes. They would have been told, okay, don't go back to work or, take this matter up somewhere else. And they would have been traumatized every day coming into office. So what does it talk about the IC, an internal committee with that is a quasi-judicial body? What does it talk about or say about the bystanders, their colleagues? They were all also party to it.
Yeah.
They all turned a blind eye to it, which means we have become selfish. Probably as communities and as a nation, we've become not only selfish, but also shameless. And I think TCS needs to be pulled up. The management needs to be pulled up.
Okay. Also, there are two cases over here. One is sexual abuse and harassment that has been faced by a number of these women that have given testimonies at this point of time. And this second shocking revelation is that there were really coercion, forced religious conversions, religious coercions that were taking place in the TCS office, in the TCS Nashik BPO, and this has been going on for years. Do you think there was a sinister plan in place over years of planning and orchestrating this very sinister, serious crime taking place?
From what is coming out, it looks like it has been very, very systematic. It looks like there seems to have been so much of impunity, knowing that they would never get caught, that the complaints made by these women would never reach the space that it must reach. So the kind of authority or the positions of power that these people have been holding within TCS is scary. I mean, you have a manager, you have a supervisor, you have a team leader. Now, I don't know what are the various kinds of leaders and positions of authority that is there. But this amount of, the leeway that these people have had just goes to show that it seems to have been very systematic.
Yeah.
And that impunity is, again, so scary and dangerous. How are women going to ever feel safe?
Absolutely. Brinda, thank you very much for talking to us, sharing your perspective. We'll move on to other news. The Samajwadi Party